Adam Walter here at Virtual C, and this is your VEP weekly update. And today I want to give you a little bit of a sneak preview of what I'm working on for the next version of the annual strategy reports. This will be 3.0. You're currently on 2.4, unless you're in the coaching groups, and then I've kind of let out some things that I've been working on for a while. Version 3.0 will be released shortly after the new updates to the MSPL platform because it takes advantage of some really cool new features coming up. However, there is one little thing I've been working on, especially today and yesterday, that has been bugging me for months now. And that is the illustrations for what to do on your annual plan. What does the annual cycle look like? What does the quarterly cycle look like? What does the monthly cycle look like? And I feel like the visualizations we have there are very dated. Usually I encourage my coaching clients to update these, have their graphic arts departments do something a little bit fancier, and have them do something that's a little bit more powerful and represents your company in a better way. When I first created the report, these were great illustrations. People really loved them. But I just, that part of me that's continuing to improve and trying to make things even better for you guys and for myself to make them like eye-popping or like, wow, you guys really know what you're doing. That's something I feel like we fell short. So here's what you can look forward to in version 3.0, new illustrations being one small part of the new enhanced reports that you should be seeing hopefully in the next 30 days or so. So let me show you. Over here we have the old report. Now, I did add a guided overview for those of you who have not seen that yet. And it's just me quickly going over this. I didn't put a lot of effort into it. I apologize, just because I'm going to be completely redoing this video in probably a week or two. But as you scroll down, you see these illustrations that we've all seen a number of times. And yeah, they work, but they're not a great representation of what we're actually doing now that we've evolved a bit in our processes. I personally still do SWOT sessions. I do infrastructure stack audits. I do industry analysis, and this is my process. So I usually tell people, replace this with what yours looks like. Some of you have different processes that align here. And so what I want to show you is that now that we have this, and I have some better tools to use, I want to show you what the new one's going to look like. The new one is much more dynamic and eye-catching. The goal isn't to show somebody a slide instead of content. So the goal is to show people something that is going to make them feel immersed in what they're doing. So welcome to 3.0. This is the first version of this document. So don't hold this as gospel truth. You're just getting a nice glimpse into my thought processes and what we are going to be releasing. Some things you may be able to look into is dragging and dropping and some of the cool features of the back end of the website. Don't worry, I'm going to handle all that for you. When you see 3.0 come out, you'll be able to just update what you're doing. The new planning phase layout is to show people that this is kind of a recursive process. And so we're using Genially to kind of create a more dynamic view of what's going on. So here we have the annual planning phase, and you have your annual activities such as doing the business alignment, doing the technology audit, delivering the roadmap and getting the approval, and finally the business approved plan and augmenting who they are. I think I can find a better catchphrase for here. If you have any ideas for a better catchphrase at the end, we really want to hook them in and show them that this plan is going to make their business successful. It's going to augment who they are. And so we really want to put something there that really like clinches the deal for them. If you have any feedback or any input as to what you think this should look like, I am always open. That's a part of the VEP program. If you think these should be different colors, then it's great. What is nice is I feel confident enough with this new style that you guys won't have to revamp my cheap little slideshow before. Now you get a very dynamic experience that is completely vendor neutral that you can deliver to your clients. Whether you're doing a SWOT activity or you're doing some other project discovery session, it's just your business alignment process. And over here, it gives you a generic amount of information on what this actually means. If you want to talk about your technology audit, we all do technology audits a little bit different. This is very generic, but we do say we're going to do it every year. And then here's your roadmap. I have also improved the quarterly phase
and the monthly phase. I have a thought that maybe we should do the quarterly and the monthly as their own color. So then we can just say AQM, and that being kind of the strategy. For those of you doing weekly sessions, I don't have a weekly graphic yet, but I can make one if there's enough of you who really would like that. I like to do weekly sessions, but most of you MSPs are doing your weekly sessions with your internal teams. Keep doing that. That is fine. The monthly operational phase is really focused on making sure that action plan is followed through. Some of you are doing it with your clients, some of you are not, but that you are promising here kind of that you're going to be meeting with them and your internal teams to make sure things are getting done. You're holding people accountable. So again, this is kind of some of the new things you can look forward to next month, or when the news within a few weeks after the new release of the website. But this is kind of the illustrations you'll see. A very dynamic experience. These things actually move when you first load them up. So when your clients are looking at them, they look very cool. You can send them individually if you need to. Like people are like, hey, what are we doing? You can just send a link to the annual planning phase in an email and it'll look very nice. You can publish these on your website. You can put them anywhere you want to show your clients how you are different from the other MSPs that just do technical audits and just do maintenance. The goal here is to show them how you're augmenting their business with technology. You want a nice striking visual that is going to say, look, these guys are different. These guys are professionals and they're not just here to update my software, they're not just here to update my hardware, they're here to help my business succeed. And part of that is having very powerful graphics that are going to make them feel confident in who you are. As always, if you have any questions, just reach out and I will be happy to show you or include your feedback into what I'm doing. Next week, we'll be meeting again to talk about maybe some of the improvements I made here, and I'm really hoping to show off some of the advanced features of the website in the new form. So send me emails, coaching@virtualc.biz, or just send it back to the group, and I'll do my best to answer you as I can. Thank you. Have a great week.